What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? T to the M to the IDD. I am back with another video. This time we are inside the studio. It's been a while since I've been in the studio, but I'm happy to say that I did a few things back in the studio. It's summertime, so don't get it twisted. I will be back outside, but right now I have a new product that I want to show you how I implement it into my workflow. Now, whenever I am in the studio, I like to go moody for the most part. So, I kind of build up my sets, start simple and then build. And so here in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. Today, I'm going to be using the Zoom G300. Okay. Now, the thing that really sold me on using this light, because there's so many companies that offers to send lights, and nowadays I really need power. Okay, and so 300 watts is really good, but the thing that sold me is that you can overclock this light and get 500, and that comes in extremely clutch when I am one, using continuous light with off-camera flash, and two, when I use continuous light with RGB light. That way I can make my sources more prominent. And so that is where it really stuck out. So I'm going to show you also in this video how I used these for a one light setup and two light setup. One of the other things that was really nice about this light is the form factor. If you don't know, the form factor of this light versus a 600 watt light that I have is extremely crazy. It's very different. The 600 watt is very bulky versus this is more compact, something I would actually travel with. My 600 actually has its own suitcase, so you can just imagine how big that is. So let's jump into this first shoot where I started off with a basic one light setup and then started to build in the next shoots. One, two. Okay, so in my studio, there's a lot of different lights going on. And so if you don't know, rule number one, you're using continuous light, make sure you don't have any other light sources affecting your light. Perfect. Boom. Okay, so you switch from the one light setup and we got a two light situation going on right now. What we actually have is the 300, the Zoom 300 with an optical Snoot attachment, and we got like a spotlight but defocused and very small. Okay, and then off to the side I kind of have a 300 as well, Zoom, and it has a softbox, a parabolic softbox with a grid on there to control the light, and I have it really warm because that's the style that I kind of like. So I got it really kind of warm, and it actually accents the belt that she has on really well. So that's what we got going on, kind of a moody type vibe. We're gonna get some shots like this. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it, and you may have some history. Three. Perfect. So I always say that one of the things people fail to use in their workflow is the grid. I feel like it's one of the most powerful accessories whenever it goes to control of the light. So if you don't use grids, consider using them in your next session. I'm telling you, it's a major difference. Oh, yeah, a major difference. So yeah, hold that right there. Oh, perfect. Boom. Let me get I like that. 1, 2. So, sticking with the tone of moody, okay? You see how it got really moody in the last portrait session, but this one, it was very last minute. The top that she has on, I just found something that was old, and then she had some jeans. So I was like, okay, let's just see what we can do. Initially, I really wanted to focus on beauty portraits because she has beautiful eyes. So that was the main thing. But then I wanted to try this lighting setup, and so I'm using the Zoom light again, and then I add a RGB light. I have the Optical Snoot, and one thing I like to do with the Optical Snoot is use the gobos, but instead of having them in focus, I like to defocus them. It adds a little touch into the portrait. So I have that, and then I have overhead the RGB light, and so you have this blue light and you have this warm tone kind of mixing. So you're going to have those colors mixing and giving you what you see here. Now, the mood comes in between of where the gobo is creating the highlights and the shadows. And so I'm kind of playing with those in terms of where they fall on her face, just to get her eyes in the actual highlights versus having everything in the shadows. And I'm actually using the Canon 85mm f1.2 for these particular shots. Love it, love it. All right, now give me head straight face on. Yep.
Hands up or down?
You can put them both kind of like down. Yep. 1, 2. Perfect. 2. Boom. That right hand, kind of bring it like right there. Ooh. Hold that right there. 1, 2. That's gorgeous right there. And then look off again. Yup. Yup. Okay. What's your name again? What's your name again?